Please answer the question. Is the album out? Yes or no?
I'm trying to catch a vibe, and she over there talking over the vibe.
Is it out? Yes or no?
The album came out Friday.
Okay, then. Like, I'm trying to figure out what you got going on.
I'm trying to catch a vibe. What do you got? You ever try to catch a vibe and somebody wanted to be the vibe kill? Welcome to the vibe kill.
Oh, no, sir.
This is nuts, man.
That's a simple yes or no. Then continue your vibe with how you choose.
But how I'm in the middle of a vibe. You can't interrupt a person in the middle of a vibe. That's like having sex and farting.
Don't care.
Nah, yeah, it's like you in the
middle.
If
I ask you a question, I expect you to answer the question.
You that mid stroking.
You weren't even finna answer the question.
Same thing.
You was finna go right into the podcast without answering the question.
That was a good vibe.
No.
You don't like that song?
I don't know. That's why I asked you, had the album come out yet?
But listen though, did you like what you heard?
I don't know. I'm not gonna answer just like you ain't gonna answer me.
Had you not talked over the vibe, then you would have figured out if you like what you heard. Give it up for me one time. Come on, man. How you doing today? Welcome back, everybody. This is She and I. I am your host, Beloved. And like always, I have my very special host with me. She sitting up here like that thing just fat, legs wide open.
It is fat. Cat is fat. The legs won't close.
She got her legs. Why you keep pushing my legs? My legs over here. I damn near got my legs crossed like a little woman right now because she got her legs spread eagle. She walked out of the bathroom the other day and she made a comment. She said, well, every time I get out of the shower naked, first thing you look at is my vagina. And I said, being a man, like, what am I supposed to look at? Your face and you walking around naked?
That ain't what you said.
And then I said, can you actually see your vagina?
That ain't what you said. You said, well, I'm looking because I can't see it.
Oh, I couldn't see it. Yeah, I couldn't. It's gone now.
And then I got an attitude that said, well, if you can't see it, what makes you think I can see it?
She got upset with me because I had to say, I'm trying to find it. Like, where's Waldo? Or where'd the walls go? You know what I mean? Like, what's going on here? I'm trying to figure it out. But you still look good. You still glazed. And when you got out of the bathtub, now you're just a little more round and you can't see where your coochie can't be found. Let's do it that way. Give it up for me one time. You are a little more round and that coochie can't be found. Your belly is hovering like a UFO over your vagina. But it's cool though,
Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done now. How was your weekend? I forgot what I was going to say. It's the best thing that happened on... Did I do it already? I forgot. It's the best thing to happen on a Tuesday with Damn since Monday.
The weekend has been busy. I'm so tired. I don't know what to do. My body hurts.
It's her excuse for everything nowadays. If something in the middle of the floor, she'd tell you pick it up. Wow.
What kind of episode? My body hurts. What kind of episode are you trying to have today?
I'm trying to have a peaceful,
tranquil,
fun-loving, happy episode of She and I podcast. Let's go, Queen.
You remember how Sydney said that Cameron don't complain when she be asking him to do stuff because her body hurt and she pregnant. Some kind of way you continue to complain about my body hurting.
I was hanging up balloons and everything.
What they got to do with me?
I'm just saying how I get back to my people.
That ain't got nothing to do with me.
Go ahead and talk about it, man. I got to text Zoe back. He might be texting me right
Anyways, we went to Memphis. Congratulations to my best friend Amber and her now husband Ryan.
Give it up one time for Amber and Ryan. Come on, man.
So we had the wedding this weekend.
Big wedding vibes.
So the wedding was on Friday.
The matrimony.
We went to
Memphis. Name, by the way.
We went to Memphis on Thursday. And then the wedding was on Friday.
Yes.
And then Saturday we got up and saw family.
Yes.
I'm going to say this. If you got family that you still love.
Come on, man.
Go see them people.
I'm going to say, I don't want to serious the episode out because I do want it to be fun. But something happened to me this weekend that I'm going to dedicate this episode to one of my good friends. The guy's like a brother to me. But I'm going to echo what she's saying. If you got people out there who you love and you care about, go see them, man. Go text them, call them, do something. Let them know.
Especially like the elders.
Yeah. But they live though.
They lived, yeah. But it's crazy because, you know, I feel like the pandemic kind of like distanced, you know, people from their family and stuff. And so it feels like people are, it sounds very morbid, but it feels like people are like literally dying before my eyes. It's like you see them one day and they're hella healthy, and then you see them.
What are we doing?
And then you see them the next day, and then you know that the ending is near. So that's all I'm gonna say.
I want to talk about the song we just heard. Where are we going?
That's all I'm gonna say is if you still have family here on this earth, especially if you want to get to know them better, take the time to do that. If you're holding grudges against family and you have any like slight interest of like healing from that and like building a relationship with somebody in your family, go do that. Because tomorrow is not promised. And you have to be completely naive and ungrateful to think that it is.
There it is. Let them know.
So yeah.
Get back
so
to the
then
front, Thank you.
We visited family, you know, and then Saturday, like late afternoon, we pushed back to Nashville.
Talk to them.
So that we could be here on Sunday for Sydney and Cameron's baby shower. So, you know.
Hold up, man. I forgot to hit the button for City Cam. What are we doing?
Feels
Give
like
it up, though.
Experiencing some endings while also experiencing a lot of new beginnings. So
that's how I forgive the phone in the background right now. It's just going, why is the phone going off in the background? And we talked about this. We're going to get to that in a second about work, life, balance, and about sacrifices in work. You hear the sound in the background. That's me. It can wait. I block my calendar. It's my lunchtime anyway. What the fuck I know? Anyway, so it was a great time, and we had a ball this weekend. I feel like that all I wanted to do was party all weekend. I wanted to go out, even after with Sid and Cam. I wanted to keep the party going, but I came home to relieve you because I know you were tired. So I said, I'm going to come home and relieve my wife and just make sure she's all right. You know what I'm saying? Put my kid to bed because I know he's a handful at night. So yeah, I came on home. But what I wanted to talk about was something funny that I heard in this song. So let me hit the button real fast.
During the week, we got deep. Chill. Let's talk on the podcast.
That's what y'all hear what I go through? I mean, everything is a moment with her. Like nothing is small anymore. And I don't know if it's because of she's pregnant, but it's the smallest things now. Like right now, she's twirling her foot around like this. She's saying, you sure my foot not swole? She's now asking me that
last night
3 times. You guys been probably once a week now for the last 2 or 3 weeks. Your feet are not swollen. I feel like nah. Let me tell you why your feet are swollen.
My body just heavy.
Her feet are swollen because, or she thinks her feet are swollen because we know this person who doesn't have ankles. And every time we see this person, she always gets concerned about the ankles. So now she's looking at her feet.
What he's saying is 100% not true.
100% true. She will see somebody with no ankles and she automatically look down at her.
He's being mean right now.
I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
No. I've
never done that.
Okay, y'all listen. Don't believe the hype. I'm telling you right now. She will look down at someone's ankles and be like, man, are my feet swollen too?
That's true.
What she does. Anyway, in that song, soon as I get home, Money Long says, soon as I get home, Louis on the floor or something like that, the first thing you ask me is why you going through my phone. Now, let me ask you this question real fast. Why and when is the last time you went through a phone or anything like that? Now, I'm going to tell a story too.
I don't know.
Or do you snoop? Long? Do you snoop? Are you a snooper? Talk to me.
I used to be though.
Tell me about your snooping
I
habits.
Some shit. You know I can find some stuff, baby.
That's not what I'm asking you. Are you a snooper though?
Not anymore. I don't think so. I feel like if it's something
she's lying,
it's something to reveal, God will reveal it to me.
She's lying.
How am I lying?
We have an open computer, which it needs to be closed because she downloads more shit on here. And that's why I can't make my t-shirts and I'm trying to make, she's filling it up anyway. We have an open computer. My email is in my computer, right? Mm-hmm. She told me one day, I went through your email and I saw where you saved your old porn videos.
That was years ago.
Nah, it don't matter. No, wasn't.
Yes, it was.
Anyway, she went through and then deleted
and
the good ones. And then what you laughing for? Listen, it's one thing to go through a man, invade a man's privacy, right? But when you go in and start deleting stuff that he's archived for hard times, that's a little bit disrespectful. So why she could have just brought it up and said, hey, I saw your videos and it's all you. She didn't realize that's my personal business. Nothing was to be said about that. But she went through, and I went through looking. After she told me, I said, let me see if she left them there. Gone. All of them. I'm talking about vintage tapes too. Full length, hour-long joints.
I mean, the question was, why are you saving porn in your email?
Everybody, every fella, every homie knows that you got that one you can always go to. And it doesn't take much. Everybody has one.
Well.
And now you went to delete it.
What am I supposed to feel right now?
I can't even
remorse?
No, you need to feel some sort of empathy for me for going through my things while...
Oh, no, I don't.
So you don't care about going through things, right?
No.
Now let me ask you this then. Why is it always a woman going through a man's phone and not the other way around? I've never heard in the billion years a song that starts off by saying a man went through a woman's phone.
You went through my phone when we first started dating.
But I didn't make a song about it.
What the fuck you so? I'm not a musician, so
nigga, but shit, you will sing like one when you find some shit.
Yeah, he for sure went through my phone. He was so damn mad.
I was young. You know what I mean? Like everybody gets that one time to be young and just make so dumb, stupid mistake. I was just young out here, I don't know why. I don't know why I went through a phone. She had a BlackBerry, first of all, and I wanted to see what BlackBerry was about because I had a Palm Pilot, so I wanted to see what it was about. That's really what I went through it for.
And I had just came back from Memphis, and I think I had some texts with my ex-boyfriend.
See what I'm saying? But I'm wrong. But she going through my email.
He was so furious.
She going through my email.
I didn't even care because we know what he was doing back then. So I was like, well,
praying.
He'll come around.
Reading the Bible. Well, look, all right. I got something else along these same lines. Not really, but really though. Do you give your woman your email passwords? Should you guys, when you get married, at that point, relinquish all of the passwords at that moment? And then should you tell her that you do have porn in there and she shouldn't delete it? And should there be a disclaimer? Hey, if you go through my stuff, don't delete none of my things.
So, I mean, okay, so technically you don't have to have access to their email, but I do feel like it would be helpful. Like, say, for instance, anything happened to him, I can find everything for, like, how he live in his email. Like, bill stuff, like...
That's a good point.
You know what I'm saying? Like, anything I need, I can find it in his email.
That's a good point.
Unless... Which I said I was going to talk to you about this probably soon. You have everything... not on the computer. Like, you print off passwords.
She want to be 59 accounts. Years old so bad. She wants a landline
okay,
phone.
Let's refer. Let's refer back to the beginning of the podcast.
Talk to me.
Where I just said that tomorrow is not promised. So we don't have to wait until we're 50 years old to start gathering documents and stuff like that. Because at the end of the day, when you have children, you have to be prepared. So I don't care how old we are. Yes, we're in our 30s, but I know from my mama, she's always been like hella responsible. She's always had all that shit in order. So we should absolutely have those things.
That's a good question though. When should you start doing it? Like start sitting down and making a living will and a living trust. Is that something we should do? Because we're getting old. Like I don't want to even think about that right now. I want to keep moving, I don't want to think about death.
But it's something that you have to think about because in 4 years, you're going to be 40.
Who is?
So.
I'm be 26 in 4 years.
I don't think it's something that you should wait to discuss, especially if you have children. So you don't want to talk about a will, but say, for instance, something happened to the both of us. Somebody needs to know who is going to be responsible for the kids.
Okay.
What to do with this. What we have set up for the kids. I think that's important to do that now.
So it is a good idea to have the email passwords then.
Yeah.
It is. I don't really want to think about stuff like that because I do think thoughts turn into things, right? I feel like you can be prepared, but it's another thing to start thinking about it and then just overthinking about it. Like, let's say we can write down something quick, but we ain't got to overthink it because we don't plan on going anywhere anytime soon. Let's jot down a few things, get it notarized, and put it up somewhere. I'm cool with that. But I ain't just finna sit up here and just, for real be like, hey, I'm on my dying days and this is what I expect to happen.
No, that's not what I'm saying at all. But I'm saying like we need to sit down, come up with like a base plan and revisit that and keep it updated every couple of years.
All right. Well, we'll see. I don't know how we got to that.
As like responsible beings with children. It would be different if we didn't have children, but we're about to have children.
What do you think the average age is of somebody creating a living will? Like, I need to know this. What's the average? How many of y'all out there right now have literally sat down and wrote out what you want to happen? God forbid something happens to you. Like, do you have everything in order for your kids? Who will your kids stay with? What will y'all really wrote that shit down? Because if you are, I may be behind. It may be something I'm missing out on. I just don't know.
I mean, it could be that a lot of people our age don't have that done. However,
I'm fearful.
What?
I'm fearful. Start writing down what you're going to do when you die and fuck around, go outside and trip over a damn rock and then hit your head on the concrete. You won't come back alive.
I just think it's important to be prepared. Like I asked my mama one day, I said, Mama, where do you want to be buried? Like, where do you and Daddy want to be buried? Are y'all going to be buried in Atlanta?
What are we talking about?
Or do you want to be transported back to Memphis? Like, Mama, who is going to be, like, who are you, who is the responsible child of y'all's, like, that you want to handle everything? Like, I already know that when that time comes, and hopefully it is decades from now, like, I'm going to be the one that's going to have to take care of all of that. So, and it could just be my personality. I don't like being hit with surprises.
Bro, we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. Like we don't know. We don't know what's going to happen. Let me tell you, I want to be buried.
But it's better to be prepared. Like when Barrett's dad passed away, he didn't want to talk to his mom about nothing. But because she knew that you didn't want to talk about it, she pulled me to the side. She said, India, if something happens to me, this is where I keep everything. This is where the passwords, insurance policies, everything is. This is where I keep it all.
Why she didn't tell me? Whoa. This is new stuff. Why she didn't tell me that?
So I said, okay. So, whenever his mom times come, I'm going to be like, Barrett, your mama's stuff should be in this file cabinet.
And why she didn't tell me that? I need to know.
Because she felt like you couldn't take it.
What?
She did.
What, you about to get a phone or something? What you about to... Like, it is. Let me show you right here. I got proof. First of all, I don't know where this episode just went, but I didn't want to talk about morbid stuff. Why you got me talking about that?
I don't think it's morbid. I just think it's important to have those conversations. Now, like I said.
She goes, shit, man.
We not like young 20s no more. We just not.
I feel good. I'm healthy. I'm not going to talk about this. However, if she wants me to sit down and jot something down real fast, we can do that. But I'm not about to just take the extra step on just like, man, I don't even know how to make a will. And maybe it's something I'm ignorant to.
I didn't even say a will. Just like
a living trust, whatever they call it.
Yeah.
Legal. Go to LegalZoom.com. This is not a paid sponsorship. But yeah.
Because I don't know. I mean, maybe we should have like another... I don't know, someone who's like an expert in that field, because I don't know the average age that people, start writing wills.
But it's a lawyer, right? It's somebody like a lawyer, right?
I don't know. I was gonna say maybe life insurance policies.
Would it be
like have somebody that could come on and talk about life insurance and like life planning and stuff like that?
I'm playing,
not financial planning.
I'm paying plenty money in life insurance. Too much, actually. You send money back. I'm healthy. I do. I pay like, don't worry about how much I pay, but I pay too much for life insurance. Let me know if I'm paying too much out there. But crazy, since we're here, what would be the ideal way of going out?
Now that's the kind of shit I don't like to talk about.
See what I'm saying?
That's gonna be a no for me.
See what I'm saying?
I don't want to talk about it.
I'm gonna tell you straight up.
I've always said that I wanted to die as a very old woman in my sleep. Like, be like 90 years old and just pass away peacefully in my sleep. Like, that would be ideal for me.
I'm be an old man and somebody like wheel me in, not even wheel me. I'm still gonna be walking, but you know what if they take me to the strip club and I just have a heart attack, seeing all that booty in my face? Have a heart attack right there. Hell of a way to go out. Make about 109. Somebody take you to King KOD. Somebody take you to Onyx Magic City. You seen all that booty? Then you just pass out right there. Dead.
Living like that, you may not make it to 90.
What you mean? Living like what? Saw something else on the internet I want to talk about. I thought about you when I saw this real fast. I'm going to make it to 90. But I might not have made it to 90 eating stuff like this. It said before social media, Olive Garden, Red Lobster, Cheesecake Factory were considered solid places to eat. Somehow, now everyone hates those places. Y'all be acting like the internet. Y'all be acting
like the internet.
Yeah. Y'all be acting like that for the internet. I'm sorry, I missed the word. Shit. Start reading too fast, missing words. How you feel about that? Do you steal or would you steal? Because back in the day, you worked at Red Lobster. 5-star establishment for you. So much so you got fired because you didn't want to follow the dress code. Do you think if I came home today for our anniversary is November 15th. For our anniversary, I said I booked us a reservation for a restaurant that we used to go to all the time. And I pulled up at Red Lobster. How would you feel about that? Be honest,
First of all,
don't
I know
you lie.
he don't like Red Lobster, so that wouldn't even be an option for us.
Cheesecake
Now, we
Factory,
did go to Olive Garden a couple years ago, and the food went bad. I ain't gonna hold you. The food went bad. Remember we went up in Mount Juliet one day?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, pasta was all right. And the breadsticks ain't changed a bit. Or the salad.
But you see how she just avoided this question, though. Talk to me.
I'll still eat some cheesecake because at the end of the day,
cheesecake different though. So yeah, it's fire.
They still got meatloaf and mashed potatoes. And that little corn hash. The corn succotash, whatever they be having.
The best meatloaf comes from Cheesecake Factory. But you're not answering my question. Our anniversary is November 15th. If I told you I made a reservation to Cheesecake Factory, I know they don't take a reservation, but if I say I got a nice date planned for us, come on, get in the car. We pull up at Cheesecake Factory. What would you say?
I would like to think that the Cheesecake Factory isn't like the voila of the date. Here's the thing. We've been together for so long. I just think that we could do better than that.
Oh,
now
so,
listen, let me tell you this.
So time takes precedent over taste buds.
Let me tell you what my ideal date would be if we had to go to Cheesecake Factory. And he's not going to like this. So, Cheesecake Factory is generally at the mall. So if he got up and be like, India, let's go hang out today. Let's go to the mall and shop a little bit. And then we went shopping for a little bit. And then he was like, okay, cool. You hungry? And be like, yeah, I'm hungry. You want to go get some lunch at Cheesecake? Absolutely. And we go to Cheesecake. And then we have our meal. Then we have our dessert, our cheesecake. We're going to have I'm going to have a grand time. I like that. What
preceded Cheesecake Factory?
Shopping.
See how crazy this shit is?
Because I don't see a reason for going to the Cheesecake Factory if you're not going shopping. The only time we eat cheesecake.
So you done turned cheesecake.
The only time we eat cheesecake is if we're at the mall.
So you done turned cheesecake to the food court.
The only time we eat
crazy.
Cheesecake.
Boy, these women is something else.
I kid you not. The only time me and Bear eat cheesecake is if we're at the mall.
Now watch this though. This comes from the same person.
Last time we went as a family to Cheesecake.
I can't remember.
Christmas. Blake took his Christmas pictures in the mall with his stand-up pictures. And we went and got lunch at Cheesecake. Brunch. They brunch good too, though. But
you still... So, well, you did answer my question.
You said a nice day. I don't think a nice day is at the Cheesecake Factory.
Why not, though? Why does the atmosphere in the Cheesecake Factory is just like everywhere else?
No, it ain't. It be loud in there.
All right. What about Red Lobster then?
Crowded.
What about
Same
Red Lobster?
there. Well, it don't be that loud in Red Lobster.
There you go.
I don't want to go to Red Lobster.
There you go. If I pull it up and I said
the issue, I don't think is that the issue that I don't think with Red Lobster and Olive Garden and places like that. I don't think the issue is social media. I think the issue is that the food just ain't as good as what it used to be back in the day. We went to Red Lobster for Barrett's master's degree.
Why did I fucking? Because I thought that was upper echelon.
Master's degree dinner.
Yeah, I didn't
when
know
you
no
graduated, we went out with his family.
I didn't know no better.
To Red Lobster.
Yeah, we did. We did.
And honestly, that was probably the last time that we ate Red Lobster.
2011. So
like I said, I just think the food just not as good as what it used to be back in the day. Or maybe the taste buds have elevated. I don't know.
It ain't the taste buds elevated. It's all of a sudden you think you are above Cheesecake Factory because you have now experienced places like Oak, Cane Prime.
No.
Okay.
I'm not above Cheesecake Factory
Eddie
at all.
B's, even on Eddie B. I would much rather go Cheesecake Factory.
Honestly, like if I'm out in the middle of the day, I still sit at Cheesecake Factory at the bar by myself.
Yeah, they got the old.
Like I've done that often.
They used to have these fucking egg rolls too. Used to be fire. The cheeseburger egg rolls.
That's another place. They got some egg rolls too, but the cheeseburger egg rolls
Del Frisco's.
are at Del Frisco's.
So
Del Frisco's the same type of restaurant.
That's what I'm saying. No, it ain't.
It's
Del
just smaller.
Frisco's is still Del Frisco's
I don't
and
think so.
Cheesecake Factory on the same level. Olive Garden and Red Lobster on the same level.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that Del Frisco's is absolutely better than Cheesecake Factory.
How you bullshit?
No. Sorry, other way around. Cheesecake Factory is way better than Del Frisco's.
Okay,
I don't like Del Frisco's.
I'm with you. Yeah, Del Frisco. It's a miss. Not even a hit. It's definitely a miss. But that's crazy to me. You said that though. I want to see what you were gonna say. So
I just gave you a date idea to me. That's what it sound like to me.
No, you gave me the idea to spend some damn money on you. What about me? That's the thing, man. The anniversary coming up. What am I gonna get?
If you want to tell me what you would like to do for a date, you can. It's not my fault that you don't be knowing what you want to do.
I know what I want to do for the perfect
right
date.
now that I would like to go shopping. I need to go get lunch at Cheesecake Factory, get my cheesecake, and be back at home before 4:00.
My idea of a perfect date then right now will probably be to on a Sunday. I'm gonna start on a Sunday. Sunday morning. If church is your thing, wake up, but this is my idea of perfect date. Let me back up. Sunday morning, wake up, we get some breakfast going. Then after that, get a little fellatio. Then after that, you leave me alone, let me watch football. See, that's my idea. Look how she looked at me. Why I gotta get a frown because of my idea of a perfect date?
I ain't got no comment.
You shouldn't have a comment because that's easy. I'm spending money. She's spending money. I'm saving money. All I asked for was some head in a comfortable bed. It can all be so simple. I've been asking for this since last year, the year before last. I don't know how long y'all been listening.
You've never asked for that. You've never asked
head
for that.
in a comfortable bed? What are you saying? That's my idea of a perfect day. So for our anniversary, we're getting things together. This is also going to be the first time that we are not going out of town on the anniversary. How you feel about that?
Yeah. I don't like it.
Because you're pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't really want to go anywhere, fly anywhere. We usually go places for our anniversary.
Now, like I said, this pregnancy has treated me a lot differently than Blake's pregnancy. Because we went out of town like 6 weeks before I had him.
Yes, we did.
We were in Miami. And I can't do it this time. Like I have my support belt on right now because my legs and back hurt so bad.
It's crazy. So fellas out there on the first date, cheesecake is still acceptable, but you have to add the mall with it. Who knew? Red Lobster, Olive Garden, not acceptable choices anymore. So scratch those off the list.
There's just there's so many much better places to eat.
So many much more better. Goodness gracious, how many M's you put in there. Now, I also saw something else. Speaking of money, I'm going to transition to something I saw online. It says, hey, can you send me $250 for a babysitter tonight? I'm just going to stop there. I'm going to just pause for a second and let that breathe.
No, finish the conversation.
Can you send me a person that this guy is dating. They aren't married. It's not his baby's mother. He wants to go on a date with this woman.
Read the rest of the whole conversation.
Hey, can you send me, girl X guy, $250 for a babysitter tonight? Hey, girl name, you want me to pay for your babysitter and the date? Question mark. The girl says, you're the man, right? Question mark. I'm a single mother of 3, and this is a part of dating me. The guy writes back, wow, this is not in my budget. I had a real nice evening planned for us, and I can't add $250 on to that evening. I'm sorry. Girl writes back, wow, enjoy your evening by yourself. I'm tired of dating broke men. Woo! That triggered me right there. How you feel about them? Would you ever write a man something like that?
I don't know how much it costs to pay a babysitter for 3 kids, but I ain't never spent close to that on a babysitter for Blake.
She got 3 kids, though. It's a little bit different.
Furthermore,
It's a little bit
those
different.
aren't his kids.
Come on now.
And until y'all are married,
What the fuck?
you cannot expect that man to pay for your babysitter bill.
That's
Okay?
the craziest shit ever.
Unless he offers. Then you be like, yeah, sure. You can take this off my plate. Honestly, when I read that, I was just what I think. Okay, so go back to the social media. I think social media really has negatively impacted the way that relationships should actually go.
Talk to him.
I think that
I'm gonna tell
there
you
are
what.
far too many young women looking at relationships online and thinking that that should be the standard. But you also have to understand that people usually only post the good shit online.
Highlight reel.
So it's kind of like this is a very extreme example. It's kind of like you find out that somebody has been getting physically abused in a relationship, and you're like, but I never saw it coming. Like he bought her the world. He gave her all these things, and you know what I'm saying. Like you never know what's going on behind closed doors. And social media has like glorified all of these very extravagant relationships. If Bear had not been dating, this is even from the very beginning. If Bear had not been dating and I had kids. From the very beginning, I knew that he could afford that. Like, I knew that he could pay for that.
I ain't never saw somebody pocket watch as much as she did in the beginning.
Anyways, however, I would never have the audacity to ask somebody for that. I don't like asking for anybody. I don't like asking anybody for anything.
She sure doesn't.
Now.
She sure doesn't, except me. Ask me for everything. Anybody else? Ain't gonna ask.
I don't ask you for nothing.
Shit. I'm talking to a caterer right now. Shout out to my boy Zoe.
Well, that's because I said if you want to do that, you need to pay for it.
She didn't ask. She told. Big ass difference, right? I know.
But we're married and we've been together for 12 years.
Keep
so
going
that's
on with the
different.
story.
I've earned it around here.
Shit. What have I earned?
But we're talking about somebody that is just dating. Just dating.
Yeah, just dating.
And nobody asked you to have them 3 kids.
Whoa.
And
Somebody
that
asked
sounds
her to.
mean, but it's not this man's fault. He does not have to pay for your kids. Those kids are your responsibility until your relationship becomes serious enough and y'all are talking about marriage and he proposed to you and y'all get married.
I would have left her.
It's that simple.
I would have left her on red. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Once she wrote me a message and said, "Hey, let me get $250 for a babysitter." Crickets right here. Insert cricket noise. Sasha would have heard. I wouldn't even reply nothing back. Or I may have and say, "Are you serious?" Like he did. Are you serious? You really want me to do this? And if she would have wrote back and said, "Yeah," I would have said, "Hey, catch me whenever it's his week." You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Catch me whenever he has a kid. I can reschedule this whole date. We ain't even gotta do all that. We ain't gotta go back and forth. We ain't gotta argue. My question for her would be, Is their father going to be around or in town next week for him to watch? If
or
so,
maybe the father isn't present. However,
I would ask.
If the father is present, that's how I would think that dating would go when you're a single mom with kids. Like,
Yeah.
Like if that were me, I would just take my dates when Beard has kids. And I'm sure he would do the same versus me having the kids and going on a date and paying for a babysitter. Like,
at the end of the day, the guy isn't obligated to pay $250 to keep her kids. And furthermore, her calling him broke was the biggest, and she ain't even like cuz for real. She like, you broke. I'm tired of dating broke men. I would have said, I got the $250. I just don't want to give it to you. I got $250 to spend on myself and things that I want us to do, not to give to your kids. Not my responsibility. That's what I would have said. Yeah. She been hot at me because I did not. No. I'm not watching or paying to watch anybody else's kids.
Well, and it also depends on the approach.
It depends on how fine
the way that she asked him. She asked him with entitlement.
Give me $250.
And that is the part that is just kind of like
$250 from me.
What? You can't ask somebody something like that with entitlement, like expecting to get it. Beard has paid some pretty hefty tabs for me before, but it was stuff like hair. Like back in the day, I could ask Beard like, "Hey, he could get my hair and nails done," and he would pay for it. But
she was sexy back in the day. She was down for whatever. Talking about head in comfortable bed, didn't even have that ask. Mouth was open like hallways.
I'm convinced you want me to get up and walk the fuck out of this room.
Mouth open like a guppy. You hear me? But now, nigga clothes like Michael Myers. Halloween.
You just said she was sexy back in the day. Do you realize that just came out of your mouth?
You sexy now. But I'm saying like you were sexual. My bad. I did say sexy. Sexual back in the day. I missed a couple of letters again. Oops. You're still sexy. I told you still come out of the bathroom greased up. What you mean? Go ahead. And look at the hair. Look. She trying to show y'all what's going on. Go turn to the side. Show them how long the hair is now. What's up, though? You bringing it back.
Back up.
Come on now.
Back up. Anyways, like I said, it depends on the approach. Yeah. But you talking about kids that don't belong to him, and it sounds like y'all just probably started dating. And in that case, I just think it's inappropriate.
I mean, see, they had a beautiful evening planned for you guys, and you just gonna shit on it because
that's something that has to be offered. Like if he was like, if he really, and maybe he just doesn't have it like that, like, and that's okay too. But if he did, that would be something that he would have to lead with, like, hey, I want to take you out tonight. I know you have the kids. What's the babysitter tab? I will pay the babysitter tab because I want to spend time with you. He has to lead with that. I'm not asking you to do that for me.
Or once the kids go to bed, if you feel comfortable enough with me coming over, I can stop by Cheesecake, Red Lobster, or Olive Garden, bring us some takeout. We sit back, chill, watch a couple of movies, eat some good dinner, and hang out. How you like that? You would enjoy that.
No. Why You're not coming to my house with my kids.
Shit, I'm not paying for them to go out either. So guess what? On to the next one. On to the next one. I'm out of here. Give it up for me.
Because I don't believe in that either. I don't believe in I don't believe in having the guys that you dating around your kids.
That's probably why she
unless
asked
you like
for the
serious
tab.
and about to marry this. Like, I mean, unless you're serious and you know this person is the one, you're not coming around my kids.
Well, that's probably why she asked for the tab. So guess what? With all that being said, I think we did a good justice on that. I'm not paying for nobody else's kids. I'm sorry. If I'm trying to date a woman, what if you really like them though? What if y'all have been dating and you really like this person? What if that person for you was Big Sean, right? And he has a baby on the way. We know Big Sean can't afford it, but let's say he could not afford it. And he said, Indy, I really want to take you out, but my baby mama tripping and you know what I'm saying? Can you cover this $80 bill for me so we can go out? One kid, $80. You got that? Because it's Big Sean?
No.
She lying. It's Big Sean. She got it.
No, I'm not.
I'm paying for
now. Once you once you're introduced to the kids and you start building relationships with them and and stuff like that, that's different. Like if I want
but then
to,
you can
buy
go over
you
to
a
the house.
birthday, yeah. Then you go over to the house. But I'm talking about in the beginning.
Okay.
And based on the way that question is phrased, it seems like they have not been dating that long.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, but if she looked good enough,
why are we talking about looks here,
bro? Let's not make this. Let's not make this any harder than it needs to be. If she was that attractive, I don't care what you're doing. If she was that attractive to this guy,
to you, it
hold
just
on, let me get done. I can't even
back
get done.
to the looks. First of all, we was already done with this conversation,
but I want to circle back.
It just always leads back to the looks.
To me and every other guy too. Every other guy will say the same thing. If it's somebody who really looks good, and if you got the extra $250 to spare, bro, y'all not gonna sit up here and listen to me and tell me y'all not gonna pay. I just said it out loud. Back in the day, I was giving it up to her. Whatever she needed here. Paying for giving it to her. Joy Chavez need to get. We going out. We're going out. No way in hell if that woman looked that good to that man, and if he had that extra $250, he not gonna try to make it work. Now, if the date, he said he had a beautiful evening plan. The average date when we go out, we talked about this. Now that you're pregnant, it's probably about 150. 150. The average time we go out, probably about 150 because you're not drinking alcohol right now. Exactly. So if he dumbed it down some, took a little money off the top of his beautiful evening, he would have paid for those kids if that girl looked good enough. He would have made it work. I don't care. Say what you want. I know the truth. I see you looking like you just don't understand, but that's okay.
I just think that if that's the case, men are just very dumb and shallow.
Why men gotta be dumb and shallow? We see we are physical creatures, right? We see things that we really like and we gonna go for it. $250 for a person I really think that's beautiful and attractive, I'm paying for it. If I think it's gonna lead to a future.
No, if you think it's gonna lead to sex.
Yeah, come on, so it's a future.
Like,
a future in her bedroom.
What are you talking about?
If I think it's gonna, yeah, well, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Let me hit the button. Here we go.
Now unqualified advice from B Love and B Love's relationship.
I got the keys. This week, I'm gonna make it short. I'm gonna make it sweet. In B Love's relationship, I saw this online. Not really, but I was kind of researching. Then I had to talk with the homies. Is there ever a valid reason to lie to your wife? So I'm
we just talked about this.
No, we never talked about this, but I did see
we did.
it. When? What did I say?
Weeks ago.
What did I say? If we just talked about it, what did I say?
About like not telling the truth, or like what would be the reason that you could lie or like withhold information? That's what we was talking about.
That's a long time ago. I'm talking about straight up lying. And we talked about that a while ago. You getting your episodes mixed up.
4 episodes ago.
You can lie to your wife under these 3 circumstances. You can lie about her cooking. You can lie about not wanting to visit her friends, and you can lie about her outfits. Those are the only 3 times acceptable to lying to your significant other. And let me break it down to you a little further, what I mean by that. Lying about her cooking. India loves rosemary. Y'all already know. But if India were to come to me and say, Barrett, does that chicken taste good? I don't like rosemary. So I'm obviously in my mind, I'm like, nah, it don't taste good. But I'm going to say, yeah, it's not bad. It just, just take a little rosemary off next time. When in reality, it's not good at all. The second thing you can lie about is when she may come and say, hey, how does this outfit look? And she did sit on that outfit. She's tried on 5 other ones, and that's the one she thinks. And you might think she looks better in the previous one. Go ahead and tell her that's the one to save yourself some time. Because what she's going to do is keep trying on clothes until she gets the right one. So lie to her and tell her that's the right one. Then the last thing, lying about visiting friends is a big one. If your wife comes to you and she haven't seen one of her homegirls in a long time and she wants you to go over her house with her, tell her you got a headache, tell her your stomach hurting, but do not tell her you don't feel like going because that's going to start an argument. So go ahead and tell her your stomach hurting or your head hurting. Get out of all of that. Those are the only 3 times you can lie to your wife and be acceptable.
Or you could just tell the truth.
Or you could, but then you're going to be arguing for the last
No,
10,
you're not.
25, 30 minutes. Yes, you are.
No, you're not.
You ready?
You can choose to just not lie and tell the truth.
But sometimes.
There's nothing wrong with you saying like, hey, I just don't want to go over your friend's house. Like, I've told you that. Like before. Like, I don't feel like going. I'm staying at home. The issue is that you don't respect the boundaries and try to force it.
She's lying.
No, I'm not.
Because what's going to happen when
you
say that? I mean, if it was you, I would go over your friend's house with you whenever you said it. Now, the first time I ask you to go roll with me, now you got a problem. Okay, I see what's going on. Don't worry about it. Then she going to leave, storm out, and it's going to be a big mess. You don't want to clean all that up. Your head hurts.
And why can't you tell her that you just don't like the outfit? Like, you don't like the outfit.
For time's sake. This is only a time play. Because if you know like I know, she's going to rewind and do everything all over again. I'm telling you. And I didn't say I didn't like it. I like the one you tried on previously before you have that one on.
So why can't you just say that?
Because I don't want you to go back through the process of trying on clothes all over again. Speed things up.
No, your life would be much easier if y'all just stop lying.
No, it won't. Trust your boy. I'm telling you. I know the vibes. You ready?
You don't know the vibes. It amazes me how much you don't know the vibes.
What would India do?
Oh, WWID. What would India do? Kick it.
Showering together. Is it supposed to be sexy? This might be a weird question, and there is a large possibility that I am wrong, so please share your thoughts.
Wrong.
You're not doing this the whole time over here.
My bad. Go ahead.
Me and my girlfriend have been together for almost 2 years. She is a little shy with showering. Oh, no, she's a little shy with showing her body to me. Sometimes she asks me if we can shower together. She is hot, so how can I say no?
Come on, somebody. Let's go.
My expectations about showering together is that the purpose is that it should be a little sexy. I don't mean that showering together always means shower sex. I do think, though, that some touching or teasing should be included. Otherwise, I could shower alone and it would be much faster and more efficient. Well, in my case, she always covers up as much as possible all the time. There are never any teasing or touching. We just take turns. Because I shower a lot faster, I usually have to wait for my turn. I just don't really get why she wants to shower together if it's just an ordinary shower with extra weight. Is my view of showers wrong? I don't think it's wrong. I just think that, some couples shower together for non-sexual intimacy. Like some couples will get in the shower together and just talk. So like
what?
Yeah, talk, and then like washing each other again is another form of intimacy. Like
with no sex?
Remember when we had remember when we talked to my uncle in Chicago, Tori?
Yeah.
And he was like, you've never like washed her? You've never like oiled her up after the shower? Like you've never done those things? And so some couples do like that time together.
That's what's up.
You obviously do not like that time together.
No, I do not.
And I'm not talking about you. Oh. You obviously do not like that time together. And that should be communicated with her. Like, hey, I understand that you like showers together. But for me, like when we shower together, it kind of turns me on. And so I'm expecting sex out of this. And so if you don't want sex out of this, I actually just kind of prefer to shower alone.
I want to get in and get out. I don't want to be there all day. Hands wrinkled and shit.
Because I do like to take very long showers. Like me personally.
Water hot, burning
very
your
hot,
skin. Yeah, I know.
Like, that's my preference.
I'm in and out. The only reason why I take a long shower now because I got to wash my hair.
Yeah. So, I mean, like I said, this isn't as difficult as it seems. Like, you just need to talk to her and be like, hey, I kind of just don't like this. It's kind of not my vibe. Like.
Yeah, let her know that this is the time you don't lie. You just got to tell her the truth. Like, hey, every time, or you can flip it. Say, man, listen, you be looking so good in that shower. I can't control myself. So in order to, not fall, slip down in the shower because I'm trying to get some tell, we need to separate the shower. Like you take a shower and I'll take a shower because every time we in there, you just too fine for me and I can't help myself. This gonna do two things for you, King. It's gonna make her know that you love her body and it might get you a little bit more butt in the process. Am I right? Because she said she's self-conscious.
I mean, yes, she is self-conscious.
Well, if he tell her, like, man, you look so good every time we're in the shower, I'm trying to see what the thing be like. Trying to hang you upside down like a shower rod and put you.
Or maybe like her pulling him into the shower is her way of trying to make herself feel more comfortable around you naked.
Possibly.
Especially if like she's comfortable with you in the shower naked, but she's not comfortable just showing her body like around the house, then it's kind of like you kind of just have to respect it for what it is. And like I know a couple, they shower together every day.
For real?
And I like to think in the shower. Like a lot of times that's where I decompress my day. So I'm not interested in that at all. But it could also be something where you compromise and be like, okay, maybe I'll shower with you once a week. Like what's the harm in like out of all the showers, hopefully you're taking showers
out of all the showers once a week. You can at least give her one. Out of all the showers you take during the week, give me one.
Or y'all just like make it a ritual. Like on Sundays we shower together, or like on Friday nights after a long week we shower together, and then it becomes like a thing. You know, you could also do that.
When's the last time we showered together? Have we ever showered together?
Like twice.
Yeah, we don't. It's not our vibe. We can agree on that. Come on, don't leave it out there. There it is. We can agree on that. No, I think the only time we really showered together was on vacation.
Yeah, this shower was big AF.
I'm not even lying. The shower was probably the size of this room.
Like we was at a resort, and the shower was like
shower head right here, shower head over
had like 3 shower heads in there. So
everybody had their own water situation. Then we came in the middle to make some more water in the situation.
I mean, that was nice because I didn't feel like we were on top of each other, but we got an average size ass shower. I mean, we have the shower that's separate from the tub. Yeah. So, you know, it's like we got the garden tub and then we got the standalone shower. And so it's no.
Still not enough room.
Tight in there.
Yeah, like I'm going to be moving around. Your hair going to be getting wet. I'm going to be trying to put my leg up, your leg gonna be touching mine. You're gonna get man soap on you and you're gonna get upset. I don't wanna smell like no man. And that's gonna be a whole nother thing. You know I'm not lying.
I mean, like I said, I think it's a good way that you can build intimacy.
Yeah, I do too. But I don't agree with talking.
But why not?
Because what I want to talk in there, we can talk outside the shower. I'm not gonna talk to you in the shower. Like, I'm not gonna do that.
You're like the least romantic person I know.
Bro, I'm the most romantic person you know.
You're quite literally not.
I've already made reservations for our anniversary.
You should. You've known about it for a year.
What have you? When do we?
Like, I'm so confused because you've already made dinner reservations for our anniversary. That makes you the most romantic person?
Why can't women make reservations? She's never made a plan for our anniversary.
That's not true.
What have you ever made a plan?
That's literally not true.
Never made a reso. Never made a plan. But then when I say and try to give myself props, I get this.
Barrett, you're talking about your one day of the year. So you haven't done anything romantic in months. So you're telling me you've waited months to get to our anniversary to do something romantic.
What have you done romantic?
So I'm pregnant. I don't have to. Leave me alone.
Big joker. I can't even say that because she right. I got to just be quiet. Tell the people where they can find you. Big joker. She won.
Good grief.
She won. Tell the people where they can find you.
India.Marie on Instagram.
You can find me at BLove1911 on all social platforms. She's going to keep using the Trump card the whole time. You can find me on She and I Podcast at gmail.com. Leave us a message over there. Hey, visuals up on YouTube. Check this one out. It's pretty funny, I think. On YouTube right now, let us know what you think. And man, like I said, thank y'all for listening. Always gratitude be our attitude. And I want to dedicate this episode to my partner, my brother, Grinterio, Larry Dog. Miss you, homie. In the meantime, in between time, it's been real. It's been fun. I out.